Hi, I had the privilege of visiting all 200 pavilions at Expo 2020 Dubai from 1st October 2021 to 31st March 2022. This global event brought together innovation, culture, and collaboration on an unprecedented scale, featuring 193 country pavilions. Each showcased unique ideas, technology, and cultural experiences. In this video, I'll take you inside the pavilion. So if you missed it, this is your chance to experience the culture, innovation, and creativity of the world in one place.
Hello everyone. Today, we are visiting one of the most vibrant and energetic spots in the Opportunity District, the Colombia Pavilion. Before we even walk in, take a look at the building. Designed by Pacheco Estudio de Arquitectura, the structure is a vertical checkerboard, a white three-dimensional grid that symbolizes Colombia's rapidly growing and transforming cities. It's open and transparent, wrapped in lush greenery and water features that represent the nation's incredible biodiversity. The theme here is the rhythm that connects the future. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, and this 2,000 square meter pavilion uses music and sensory experiences to show us why they call themselves the most welcoming place on earth. Let's step inside and feel the beat. As you step through the vegetation and into the ground floor, your first greeting isn't a screen, it's an aroma. Fresh coffee is served by expert Colombian baristas right here at the entrance.
Outside the floor you can find my element. So please follow my partner Okay, hi, how are you? Welcome to the Andes region. This is the most important region of my country because here we have the capital. Now please look the balcony here. This region is famous for their colorful balconies and people love to put a lot of flowers on them. Now please look to this wall. My country has the greatest biodiversity of birds in the world. We have 20% of all the species. Please look the examples and come here with me. Now you can look the pictures there. We have the unique south cathedral of the world. And now look to this wall. As you can see, in this region we have a lot of mountains, so it's difficult to go to every part by car, but we use cycling. And that's the reason why we have one of the best cyclists in the world. Please continue here to see this picture. Now the
Colombia is the third largest global exporter of coffee, and you can taste why. But it's not just about the beans. This level celebrates the sweet flavors of the nation. You'll find a specialized chocolate store the first time many of these specific Colombian cacao brands have ever been exported for a global launch. Look around the base of the pavilion. The plant species and water reflections are meant to remind you of the rivers and seas where Colombia's great cities were founded. You are literally walking through the geographical foundation of the country before we begin our climb through its culture. Now, we begin our ascent. The pavilion is divided into 4 vertical sections across multiple levels. As we move up the sand-blasted glass floors, we take a tour through Colombia's 6 macro regions. Each floor offers a controlled immersive experience. You'll see interactive, immersive virtual tour of spectacular places from the snow-capped Andes Mountains and vast jungles to the Caribbean and Pacific coasts.
And their natural resources. Colombia is a blessed country, crossed from end to end by the imposing Andes mountain range, creating all kinds of climates, ecosystems, and unique landscapes. This is the story of the Western Colombian Andes, mountains of coffee and flowers. But if we talk about climates, we must talk about Medellin, the city of eternal spring where innovation and fashion bloom.
And reggaeton, sheer joy, happiness, and the desire to have a good time also flourish in the city.
This is Omar. Did you know Medellin is the capital of the 4th Industrial Revolution in Latin America? Here, innovation is in the DNA of the people, helping build the future of the country.
Yes, innovation. But did you know that some of the biggest reggaeton stars were born here? It is also the birthplace of famous artist Fernando Botero, of whom you saw a sculpture before you came in today.
The chiva is yours, Omar.
Parceros, as we call friends around here. Buckle up your imaginary seatbelts. We're going to see some of the most spectacular places in our country. I'm an agronomist, and I'd like you to join us.
We can visit all of these places since they are nearby and well connected. In the coffee cultural landscape, one-of-a-kind natural, economic and cultural elements blend together perfectly. This landscape, which has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the thriving result of hard-working coffee-growing families that have kept a legacy alive for generations. A legacy that embraces technology to continue offering the best possible product.
That way, Colombian coffee culture remains renowned all around the world.
All of these incredible places you see are possible thanks to Colombia's imposing mountain ranges and the various climates that exist at different altitudes, from reservoirs to rivers.
Wax palm valleys, even perpetual snow. Traveling through these mountains as we're doing today, I met the woman who stole my heart. Is she here already?
This is your chance. Good luck. Hi, Omar.
This is Estela. She'll be your guide as you discover the history of the Western Colombian Andes. Legendary moors and valleys.
Thank you, Omar. May I?
This region of the Andes that we'll be touring is an example of balance between tradition and progress.
Let's start with Bogota, the country's capital. Art, gastronomy.
In Bogota, I went to university and started my own business. And although I wasn't born in Bogota, I learned to love the city as my own, because it's a place where everyone is welcome. Its streets are brimming with culture and entrepreneurship. The people of Bogota are great hosts for both tourism and business.
You can say the history of these lands is very steep, isn't it, Stella?
Since I was little, I have seen people riding bikes as early as 4 a.m. These are the roads where Naira Quintana and Lucho Herrera started pedaling their way to glory. And of course, Egan Bernal.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
There are places in this land where we can find the knowledge of lost ancient cultures, such as Tierra Adentro.
That's right, Katy.
Water, so what is our mission in this Colombia for the future?
That is a great question, Cachipri, to which I have no answer. I am water. I cannot see the future.
I believe that by preserving our past and our culture, we can understand ourselves as part of the future.
I agree with you.
I'm going to show you something on this loom, the one my grandmother taught me to use. I remember the first time I visited the Las Lajas Sanctuary, a place my grandmother took me to as a child to sell our looms. It was the first time I came upon a faith different from mine. I was impressed. Then I visited Popayán to witness the celebration of the Holy Week. It opened my eyes to a world where we all have different beliefs, which we must respect.
Perhaps I know someone who might be able to answer your question. Show us your loom.
Welcome to the Colombian Amazon Orinoco, sacred rainforest and plains. Let us be carried away by the wisdom of nature. But first, you must open your heart to know how to listen to it.
He is Taita Manuel. He's a traditional healer of the Cofan indigenous people, an Amazonian community that keeps its ancestral knowledge and traditions alive, which include healing rituals for both body and soul.
The air has granted us permission to experience the journey of the ancestral Maloko. Look down. Whoa! Be inspired by the hearts of our ancestors, the National Park of Chiribiquete.
It's huge.
It's a World Heritage Site, essential to the preservation of the planet's biodiversity and natural ecosystem. It's a true treasure.
It's so beautiful.
The River of Seven Colors is a great example of how water is life. Perhaps our future, indigenous or not, depends on taking care of everything we've been gifted, especially water.
Let's go back to my region. I want to take you to a very special place, Taita Manuel. The perfect place to gaze at the stars is the desert. For hundreds of years, the native peoples learned to follow the stars. We still look at them so we don't forget where we come from. They are our GPS, leading the way to keep alive our ancestral wisdom. My grandparents taught me to look at the sky, but also to look at the earth, at the water, to know who I am.
Maybe that's the answer you were looking for. It's time for me to go, but the journey will continue to Ruben's gallop.
From here, where the sun sets, all the way to the Mavecure Hills, you'll find only virgin plains, epic sunsets, and an immense variety of flora and fauna. This is the Orinoquia. We, the Llaneros, learn to ride first and walk after. That's the way we are raised up. Here we grew up among estuaries, the biodiversity unlike any other in Colombia. The Llanera culture speaks of cattle, horses, coleo and joropo. But if it's Colombian rhythm music, then follow the earth, and you'll happen upon a pleasant surprise.
A major highlight is the music interaction. There are more than 1,000 Colombian rhythms featured throughout the journey. Music is the thread that connects the floors. You'll see traditional dances and hear infectious beats like cumbia and vallenato. The pavilion wants to change the narrative. They want you to see the real Colombia nation, 50 million talented, kind people and hidden gems, far beyond what you might have seen on Netflix dramas.
Diversity and colors, whistling through the jungles and deserts that embrace their beaches.
Air is also the rhythm that leads and flows from the musical instruments. The Colombian Pacific vibrates to the sound of music, tradition, and ancestral heritage.
In the greater Colombian Caribbean, air is so important that we call vallenato just that, airs. Our whole life revolves around a big variety of rhythms and flavors.
Meet Jonathan and Shadia. Let's stop talking about rhythm. Let's show them. Jonathan, why don't you start?
Welcome to your first class of Pacific percussion. We're gonna start with a simple rhythm using the drums in front of you. Now use your right hand first like this. Try to follow the rhythm. Now your other hand like this. may even find humpback whales that have to be burned in our waters. But don't think that the Colombian Pacific is just beaches. It's also Cali, a vibrant city brimming with culture, entrepreneurship, design, and style. With a captivating and electrifying atmosphere, whether you're here on business or simply to have a good time. After all, Cali is the salsa capital of the world.
Did you say salsa? I want to dance salsa.
Why don't you teach them a couple of simple steps?
Later, let's learn some basic salsa choking steps. So, what we're going to do is move side to side in counts of 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, faster. Arms up. Good. Good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, so now let's switch to one of the greater Colombian Caribbean rhythms. Let's dance Mapale. Okay, everybody, follow me. Arms out like this, and we're going to push up and down in circles with our whole body into it. Okay, you got it? Now, good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, let's catch our breath. The greater Colombian Caribbean enjoys a huge number of rhythms thanks to its blend of fascinating cultures, from the indigenous Wayuu to the Raizanes and Palenqueros, with rhythms such as vallenato, porro, cumbia, which have been recognized as World Heritage, show the world that we are a land of contrasts.
It is true. As you start heading away from the sea, you will find beautifully quaint little towns in between rivers, marshes, and mountains. Indigenous civilizations, all with a rich cultural heritage.
The Barranquilla Carnival is a colorful celebration in which we get to express all the folklore and diversity of rhythms that make up the greater Colombian Caribbean. Just like the carnival, we are a region filled with joy, color, and diversity. We always have people from all around the world who get to experience firsthand our warmth.
It's impossible not to get caught up in the rhythm of these two regions. Their love of life is also reflected in productivity and entrepreneurship, in the creation of industry and renewable energies. This is a place that's quite simply impossible not to fall in love with.
So now you know we'll be expecting you. Jonathan, get over here. I want to bid farewell to our guests with a dance. Hey, Jonathan.
Are we dancing champeta?
Yes, sir. We
Okay.
are. Join in, don't be shy.
You can definitely feel the rhythm of flavor in the air.
You can feel the heat, not only in the weather, but in all the people who live their lives passionately. You should never let that fire inside you go out. I'll see you soon to tell you more.
Thank you so much. The exit is that way.
As we reach the higher levels, the focus shifts to the future. This is the Discovery and Business Zone. Colombia isn't just about nature, it's a vibrant hub for innovation. You'll see exhibits on Colombian cycle innovation and modern infrastructure. The pavilion also serves as a multi-purpose space for investors. There's a dark, focused experiential mode for digital storytelling and a light business mode with an open terrace that overlooks the Expo grounds. You'll also learn about their world-class exports, not just coffee, but the fact that they are the largest producer of emeralds and the second largest exporter of flowers in the world. It's a showcase of a nation that is open for business and ready to welcome the world. Honestly, this pavilion made me realize Colombia is probably so much more than what people usually see online or in movies. The music, the energy, the nature, even the atmosphere here felt so warm and alive. So now I'm curious, if you're actually from Colombia, what's one thing about your country that foreigners completely misunderstand? Or what's one place there that you think everyone should visit at least once? I'd genuinely love to know more because after experiencing this pavilion, I'm really happy I got to learn a little about your country today. And honestly, I really hope one day I can visit the real Colombia for myself. Alright guys, that's it for today's vlog. Thank you for exploring the Colombia Pavilion with me here at Expo 2020 Dubai. And if you enjoyed this experience, don't forget to stay tuned because there are still so many more countries, cultures, and stories waiting to be explored together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Muchas gracias. Bye.